What's going on, y'all? Jay up here again with another video, and this time it's nutrition week. All week I'm gonna be giving y'all my nutrition tips, stuff like that. What do I do? What do I eat while doing insanity? Or, you know, any workout. It doesn't have to be insanity. Let me start off by saying this: you do not have to do insanity or insanity asylum to lose weight. You ain't gotta do P90X. You ain't gotta do P90X too. All you gotta do, you know, just find you something that fits you and be consistent. If you're gonna walk, you know, walk an hour, maybe a day, every other day. If you're on job, do it, you know, an hour, you know, at least an hour of it is good. Or like me, before I even started doing this thing, I lost like 80-something pounds, just going to the weight room 4 to 5 days a week. You know, it was like every other day, and you know, I got into counting calories, so I was watching how many calories I took in and stuff like that. So that's how I got it off the first time. So I mean, you don't have to do insanity. So if you want accelerated results, yeah, you might want to do insanity, or, you know, P90X or something like that, because, you know, it does work and it gets you results faster because you're burning more calories in a shorter period of time. So I think like the maximum amount that I burn doing insanity is 1,000. So you can get a lot done in a short period of time, trust me. So if you want to go that route, hey, go do it. But for y'all beginners out there, insanity might not be for you. Just giving you a warning. But if you want to tough it out, go try it. But anyway, enough of that. Today I'm just going to give y'all the basic building blocks, the type of foods to take in and stuff like that before you get into limiting portions and counting calories and all that good stuff. You got to know what type of foods to take in. Because, you know, if you're eating the wrong type of foods, it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you might still end up being fat after doing all that working out and stuff like that, because it's more about nutrition than it is working out. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to break this down into 4 different food types. Your carbs, proteins, low fats, and low fat dairy, and fats. And kind of break down each one and see where we go from there. Let's start out with carbs. With your carbs, you use that when you hear that word carbs, it usually has a bad annotation to it, but because a lot of people think about bread and potatoes and stuff like that, and for some reason people don't, you know, people want to stay away from bread, even though it's good for you. The right type of bread, of course. But while I'm on that, you know, your breads and your starches, you know, the type of breads you want to take in are whole wheat based breads, not white or flour or enriched or refined. Those are the keywords you hear when you talk about, you know, the other type of bread. So so I'm going to refer to white bread as white carbs. So with white carbs, your blood sugar is going to go up and down, which makes you feel slow, lethargic, tired. Also, it triggers hunger and cravings and stuff like that. So you want to stay away from that type of bread. Your whole wheat breads, you know, it can be whole wheat bread, a whole wheat tortilla, whole wheat pasta, stuff like that. The type of stuff is rich in fiber, which means your body will digest it slowly, making you feel fuller. Also, it gives you constant blood sugar flow, which means that your energy should be constant. You shouldn't be getting tired and stuff like that. So, you know, go for that, you know, that type of stuff. But be warned that you might want to take that stuff in earlier in the day. Your breads and starch are what give you the most energy as far as carbohydrates are concerned, and you definitely want to take in that type of food doing insanity, because they'll give you the most fuel, as Sean T says. So yeah, so bread and starches are real good. Make sure you take them early in the day though. Let's see, also part of your carbs are fruit. So fruits are real good for you. I don't really have to explain that much, except with fruit, make sure you get whole fruits, like, you know, apples, oranges, strawberries, and stuff like that. Stuff that's going to expire in a pretty short time. You don't want that packaged processed stuff like fruit cups, because, you know, it still has sugar and preservatives left over and stuff like that. So, you know, on your fruit, just make sure you're getting real fruit. So you should be good. Also, that stuff is rich in fiber too. So get you a couple apples. They'll keep you full during snack time. Also, vegetables are a part of your carbs. Except with vegetables, yeah, vegetables are pretty safe to eat during the time of the day. You might want to stay away from corn, green peas, and I think carrots. Those are your starchy type vegetables. I don't know any more off the top of my head right now, but I think rule of thumb is that, you know, your green leafy vegetables are pretty good for you and they're non-starchy. So those are your carbs right there. So let's go ahead and go into protein. With the protein type of meats that I take in, or fish, turkey, chicken, non-fried, and steak. Also, you know, if you're a vegetarian, you might want to go with beans, black beans I prefer, and also eggs are a good source of protein. But those are not for vegetarians, of course, you know, if you know. But yeah, I think that's about it as far as, you know, your major protein sources. So those type of foods I take in as far as protein. Dairy, I'm off dairy right now because in Asylum it says not to take in dairy if you're trying to get shredded in 30 days. But you know, if you are going to take in dairy, I guess I would recommend you kind of go, you know, take it in moderation. But honestly, I was doing, you know, I was eating dairy in, you know, the original Insanity, and honestly, I didn't see much of a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I guess just don't eat too much of it. I don't know. But anyway, low-fat dairies that I take in, not at the moment, but that I was taking in, are yogurts, Greek yogurt if possible. You might want to stick with your white cheeses like provolone, mozzarella, maybe Swiss. And I think that's about it. Oh yeah, cottage cheese. Even though you might want to put a little something on that to make it taste good, because it's kind of, you know, it's kind of bland. But it's a good source of protein too. All cheeses are. Let's see. So I talked about dairy, and the last thing I have on my list is fats. Your healthy fats come from avocados, nut butters, nuts, of course, and your oils like olive oil and canola oil. But with your fats, you might want to be kind of careful. You know, take nuts for example, like 1/4 cups. I have a bag of walnuts, and a 1/4 cup of that is 200 calories. So if you know, it's pretty easy to get into a bag of nuts and just grab a handful and start eating. You know, who's gonna grab 1/4 of a cup and scoop it up? And well, I do it, but most people ain't gonna grab 1/4 of a cup of nuts, eat it, and leave it alone. They're gonna keep eating that sucker. So it's easy to take in over 500 calories with just a handful of nuts. So it's easy to go overboard on nuts, even though they're good for you. So watch out for that. But anyway, as I said, just giving y'all kind of the basis of what I take in. My next video, I'll probably go into either limiting portions, counting calories, or either eating 5 times a day, which I recommend. It's going to be either one of those. I don't know yet. So y'all stay tuned for that. I think the next video I'll probably do will be on Wednesday. So, you know, check out for that. This is J-Hop. Peace.